Hi guys, it's Sue, and I finished a 30-day closet challenge. So this is one of those lifestyle topics that also ties into finance, and one of the big things is, do you ever look at your closet and say, ugh, I have nothing to wear, but you literally have clothes in your closet, and it's not even like, oh, I have nothing to wear and it's winter and all I have are tank tops. It's like, oh, I have nothing to wear because I just don't want to wear the things that are in my closet. The point of the 30-day challenge is to try to take yourself out of that mindset. The way that it works is that for 30 days, you have to combine things in your closet / dressers, like wherever you store your clothes. You have to combine tops and bottoms in completely unique ways. So if you wear like this black shirt underneath of this shawl, if you wear this black shirt one day with black pants, then you cannot wear that shirt with that pants again on a different day. Or in this case, I've got a shawl over top of it. Like I would have to at least pair a different shawl with it if I was going to wear that combo again. But realistically, the better goal, depending on how many clothes you actually have, which for most people is too many, the goal is to make 30 completely unique pairings. And some people go really far and pair like different shoes with every outfit and all that stuff. I only have like 7 pair of shoes. A couple of them are sandals, some of them are like my athletic shoes, so I don't have a whole lot of options for that, so shoes didn't count in this, and jewelry really didn't either, although I have jewelry and I tried to pair it with different outfits. But the point is, you do 30 unique combinations of top and bottom or dresses or whatever, and this way you are seeing new and hopefully unique ways to pair the same sorts of things in your closet in a way that it doesn't look like you're wearing the same thing every single day. And this is kind of one of those ways that people have a capsule wardrobe. I'm not a super big fan of the capsule wardrobe concept, especially because depending on how you write the rules for that, like if you can only own, 30 articles of clothing, then what about gym clothes? What about pajamas? Like, I'm not a big fan of doing it that way, and even in general, at least for the way that my life works, I like to dress down on weekends or days off. I have to do business casual during the week, but those aren't my favorite clothes to wear. And then I also have certain events for work that I have to dress up more for. So I don't want my whole closet to suddenly turn almost entirely into work clothes just to try and fit some arbitrary number that somebody came up with. So I did the challenge for 30 days, and my 30 days did not end up consecutive. I skipped some days. There were days that either I wore the same thing as a different day because I had to for a work event, like a uniform type situation, or I also was wearing incredibly informal things like gym clothes or whatever for other work events where it was like a camping situation or something, where technically it was a unique outfit, but it was not something that I would basically ever wear in normal everyday life or to work, so I don't really count that as part of the main wardrobe, so I didn't really count those days. So my 30-day challenge probably took like 40 or 45 days instead. The other part of the challenge is that you can't buy anything new during that period of time. Now, obviously, if you like rip your underwear and you need a new pair, like don't deny yourself, but don't just go shopping and, ooh, I'll buy these tops, these pants, whatever, and then work them into that. That's not how this challenge works. So for your viewing pleasure, I will really quick cycle through my 30 outfits and you can see what I wore each day. Some days I got better pictures than others. Like most days I did them in front of that full-length mirror right there, but there were a few days that I forgot, so I would just take a picture of my shirt at the office. There's a couple days where I forgot, but I was out with friends, so I have pictures goofing around. There's Halloween in there, but that's actually an everyday outfit aside from the hair bow that like I would actually wear otherwise, so I counted it. So like it's a little bit weird. Or like my Halloween ugly sweatshirt, I wear that more than Halloween, so I counted that too. But you'll see, like, in general, the vast majority of my clothes are like repeats swapped among each other of some sort. This is also an occasion a lot of people use for paring down their wardrobe, and I don't have a super full wardrobe to start with. I used to have hundreds of clothes. I had a terrifyingly full closet, and I did the Marie Kondo KonMari method a couple years ago and got rid of most of that stuff then, so I didn't need to really get rid of anything. But a lot of people use this as an opportunity to see what they will wear, what they're willing to wear, and do the things where you like turn your hangers backward and all of that sort of stuff. This is a good opportunity if you want to do something like that. I didn't find it necessary, but I know a lot of people with a lot of stuff probably do. This is also a really good time to evaluate things that you've worn once for one occasion and then don't really plan to wear again. So a good example is I know people that tend to get a new dress for every wedding they go to and then they never wear it again. And this is a chance to either get rid of those things or find a way to work them into your wardrobe, or to consider wearing them again, or to just find some way to make them fit in your life. On that same note, if you wear something and you absolutely despise it and it's itchy or uncomfortable, or you don't like the way it looks or whatever it is, then this is a really good chance that that's the last time you have to wear it, and then you get rid of it after that. Or if you really hate it, you don't even wear it for the day, you don't even count it, and you just donate it right away, but you don't get to replace it with something else right away. So there were a few things that I got rid of, some shirts and stuff like that, that they were a little too short, a little uncomfortable, things that didn't fit, they were too big or too small, or the sleeves were weird, or whatever it was. And there were even things that I got rid of that they're items that I really like, but they're really difficult to work into my wardrobe. So a good example of that is the faux leather front black pants. They make the front of my legs sweat. They weren't super duper warm on the back of my legs, and then because they have a cinched ankle, they really realistically only looked good with ballet flats or sandals. But they're meant to be worn in cold weather, which meant that my feet were constantly cold when wearing them. So they were really difficult to integrate into my wardrobe, and I finally decided I would just get rid of them, because up until I started doing the 30-day challenge, I don't think I'd worn them in months. And then during the 30-day challenge, I think I wore them 3 times, and each time it was a huge pain in the butt, so it wasn't even worth it. One of the biggest things that this challenge also helps with is if there's clothes that you're not sure if you want to keep or get rid of, just go ahead and get rid of them then. If you're waffling about it, then just ditch them. And another great example for this too is stuff that you keep holding on to in the hopes that you'll wear it. A great example is a lot of people keep something that they hope to lose weight and then fit into again. If you've put in the effort to lose weight, then I say you just reward yourself to something new. Like, unless an outfit has a super particular nostalgic factor to it, I mean, is it really that important to fit into those exact jeans again? Like, or just get yourself new jeans, especially with the way style changes. Like, by the time that you may fit back into those clothes, they might not be trendy or attractive in any way anymore, and you might want something completely different anyways. So while I was completing this challenge, I also had a few people tell me there were things that they were really, really struggling to get rid of. And there's a few workarounds for this. Obviously, I can't tell you to get rid of anything. Who am I? I'm nobody. I can't tell you to do that. But one thing, especially if it's an item that doesn't fit or, isn't functional or whatever it is, take a picture. Take a picture of the item, or take a picture of you wearing it one last time if you can manage that, or whatever it is, and either print the picture or put it up on Instagram or whatever, strikes your fancy. But a picture will last a lot longer than keeping the item stuffed in the back of your closet. Also too, depending on what it is and how many of it, a lot of people I know will sew those items into quilts. So a really popular thing is, like, if a kid goes to the same summer camp every year and gets a shirt, then when they turn 18 or 25 or whatever, to sew all of those shirts into a big quilt. And that's a really cool way to give new life and upcycle something. We also live in a modern world where just about anything that you're looking for, you can usually find the equivalent or very, very close. So realistically, you could just buy those jeans or that shirt in your size, tall or larger, smaller, whatever it is. There's a lot of opportunities to just get the same item so that it actually works for you. One of the best things that this challenge can do is to just have you really look at the function of what you have and how much you like it. And when you do that, you realize very quickly that you don't necessarily need a bunch more clothes. If you've built your wardrobe strategically and you really are conscientious as you add new pieces, you can build a wardrobe of pieces that last, that work together, that give you a ton of options, that make you look classy, that make you look good, and you don't have to put a ton of thought into it, and you don't have to constantly feed the machine and just keep shopping. You can very strategically buy things as you go and have a really functional, useful wardrobe. And I gotta say, I loved doing this challenge, and I think 30 days is a really optimal amount of time to do it. And I think it would be interesting to do it again in the summer, because I did mine like mid-October into mid-ish November. So for me, that's a lot of warm clothes, like long sleeve shirts and stuff like that. But I have kind of a completely different wardrobe for warmer weather, and it would be interesting to see what I would pair together if it was warm weather. So I might actually do the 30-day challenge again. I would be interested to know in the comments down below if you guys have done a 30-day challenge like this, or if you're thinking about doing it. And if you document it anywhere, that would be really interesting to see too. So if you do it on Instagram, tag us. We'll have our Instagram in the end card of this video. And I will see you guys in the next one.